Alright guys, so let me tell you what happened. I'm trying a coconut cake for my cake book, right? What happened? Nothing? Okay. Joe's always looking behind me and I think there's the door open and dirty laundry or something is showing. So, the trash? Well, tell me something, child. I don't like the trash to be behind me. Wait, child, hold on. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. My name is Barbara and for over a decade I've been teaching viewers and subscribers how to cook authentic dishes from my home country of Belize and many other delicious dishes from basic ingredients.
You're watching the Bear Pantry Show.
So, I'm making, test trying a cake for my cake book. I wash my hand every time I touch it, nasty trash, okay? And the cake came out nice, but it crumbled. So I went to look up different things about cake. You know, why do you want to have baking soda and baking powder? Of course, it's because of, what are you doing? It's because of the acid from the sour cream needs to interact with the baking soda. I think it was too much from the other one. And so the last one we used a real coconut. Do you guys shop at Amazon?
Who doesn't shop at Amazon?
Right? When you're getting ready to shop at Amazon, go ahead and check out our influencers page first, guys. It's called amazon.com/shop/The Bear Pantry Show. Watch one of my little videos that I have there and then just go ahead and shop till you drop. For 24 hours, whatever you buy, Amazon will cut us a little piece of the pie, right? And that's you being a blessing to the show because it doesn't cost you anything to do that.
That's right.
Just like a couple minutes. That's all it's going to cost you. Click on the link. It's going to be in the description and then buy.
And I know you guys going to do because you guys love me and I love you guys too.
Check you out. Joe went to the store and bought that. He took out the water. He chipped the whole shell. Joe, how did you chip that shell off on a coconut like that? Did you put it in heat? No? You're just a pro? Took out the whole coconut out the shell. I was doing it as a reel at the time, or a short. I wasn't doing it as a regular video. And we grated the coconut. We put a cup of the grated coconut. The water that was in the coconut came to exactly 1 cup. So we went ahead and put that cup in there too. Not coconut milk, but coconut water. This is why I like this cake, because it called for coconut water. So that's why I decided to do it again. Alright, so I'm taping with this camera for the regular cooking show, and I'm taping with this camera for the reels or the shorts. So it's the kind of cake where you have to cream the butter and the sugar. I didn't put any salt because I use a salted butter. And I'll put the ingredients listed below. Once this cake comes out good, I'm going to put the ingredients listed below. So butter and sugar, cream it for like 5 minutes. It has to be light and fluffy. And then I added the egg whites. I wanted to beat the egg whites to soft or stiff peaks, but the recipe doesn't say to do that. Any of the recipes that I find doesn't say to do that. I think when you're gonna beat egg whites to stiff peaks, it's because you're gonna do a cake that doesn't have any fat in it. No butter, no lard, no shortening, no oil, right? But this has a lot of fat in it because it has sour cream, it has butter. So I just added that in, and then the sour cream, I use coconut extract. The recipe doesn't say that. It says almond extract. I hate almond extract. Oh, the coconut extract make it taste so good, all right? So you guys will see the thing down below. So let me go ahead and give this a quick mix, and then I'm going to take care of the dry ingredients. So I'm adding the baking powder and the baking soda to the flour, and it is cake flour, not all-purpose. I'm not adding any salt because my butter is salted, but if you're using an unsalted butter, go ahead and add half a teaspoon of salt to the dry ingredients. So the wet ingredient is coconut water, not coconut milk, and I would prefer to use the fresh coconut water from the coconut itself, but because we're doing these cakes back to back, I need to make things a little bit easier for us, all right? So let me go ahead and add some of our dry ingredients to the creamed mixture. I always fold it in first with the spatula because I don't want to have a plume of flour going over my camera lens, all right? So after I get it worked in, a little bit wet, I'm gonna just go ahead and mix it in with the hand mixer. And as soon as it's combined, we're gonna add some of the wet. I'm gonna put it through a strainer because the coconut water from the can has chunks of coconut in it, and I don't want that in my cake because we're already gonna have coconut flakes, okay? Get it worked in, and we're just gonna do this alternately. Let's hope this one doesn't crumble, guys. The last cake was so delicious. Joe could show you right over there. Show them, Joe. Show them the cake in that bin, in the cake thing. It's so delicious, right, Joe? But damn, it crumbles. I'm like, what did I do wrong? So I'm changing so much. That's why I'm using the coconut milk from the tin and not the coconut, well, no, not the milk, the water. Not the coconut water from the coconut because I'm redoing the cake. We don't want to overbeat it at this point because we don't want the cake to crumble again, fall apart. So let's go ahead and get the beaters off, or the feet. I call these the feet, right? I don't know where my small spatula is. So let's get this. We still have to add the coconut flakes to this. If you don't like coconut at all, you're not gonna like this cake. Don't make it. Don't come back and complain to me and go, I hated it because I hate coconut, because you're not gonna like it. My kids don't like coconut. They don't like it no matter what. They didn't want to taste it, okay? But I like stuff with coconut. You know what, Joe? Joe's running camera for me, guys. When I was little, I didn't like stuff with coconut neither. No coconut, tar, trifle, none of that mess. But now I do. You change when you get old, huh? He not even answering me.
You get old and wiser.
You get old and wiser? Okay, that's a nice answer, baby. It's a very nice answer. Half cup, 1 cup. It's a very nice answer. He's kind to me today, guys. He's not. Somebody told me the other day, I forgot who told me, that they love when Joe's on camera because Joe always look, oh, it's my cousin. Joe always look like he's being forced to be there, but he's just gonna come put in the time, and then we end up just have such good conversation. I'm like, cause he is forced. No, he's not. Sometimes I ask and I say, you have an option. Sometimes I ask and I say, camera on me, Joe. You don't have no option. So this is a rectangle cake. So let me get my pan. I'm gonna grease and flour the pan. This cake is not supposed to bake more than a half hour. They said 21 minutes. I don't think it's gonna be no darn 21 minutes. I think it's gonna be more. I think it's gonna be closer to 35 minutes. So depend on your oven. So Joe, what happened to the cake when we removed it from the pan the other day? I was busy, right? I was busy recording the funeral for my cousin, right? What was going on? And Joe took the cake from the pan for me, and the whole cake slipped through the cooling rack, the wire cooling rack. And I see the cake, the rain down on the bottom. I said, Joe, is that batter? Is the cake not done? Because I put the skewer in it, right? Joe said, no, it's actual cake, not batter. And it's just raining through the... Sweet baby Jesus, why? Why do people like to tell lie about these recipes? That's why me call these recipes my own, because me have to fix it. Okay. Let me wipe off my hand. Trying to get this flour. I see people have a thing that they spray out of the can that's like a goop. And they just paint the inside of the pan with the goop, and it's already flour and oil or butter mixed up together, but I've never bought that before. So I don't know nothing about that, okay? Alright guys, we're ready. Pour it in here. So this cake uses quite a bit of ingredients, but it should be worth it with the taste. When it's done, if it comes out good, I'm going to cut it into the shape of a butterfly and then go get an old video that I have how I decorated that butterfly, and probably put it here in the cards, and definitely put it at the end for the short or the reel. I'm trying to make that $1,000 this month. At Facebook, it's hard to do. I have to have 15 videos make it to 10,000 views for you to get that $1,000. I've only gotten it twice in 8 months. Trying so hard. Keep looking for this thing, because Joe's fixing this drawer. Get this cleaned up. The oven is up to temperature at 350. And I'm gonna set the timer for like 25 minutes so I could come back and check on it at 25 minutes. Okay guys? Timer, oh, my hand dirty. 25 minutes. There we go. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Who said that? Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, that was their little narrator that said that. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this mess, eat my lunch, and when I come back, we're gonna take this, oh God, help me with this cake. We're gonna take this cake from the pan and see how it comes out, all right? I'll be back. After the 25 minutes, the cake still looked white, so I went ahead and gave it 15 more minutes, and I'm checking it now, and it's still not done, so I'm gonna put it back in and give it another 10 minutes. So we're gonna give this cake a total of 50 minutes, okay? Let's check it again, and yes, the toothpick is clean, so we're gonna remove it from the oven. I have the cake cooling for a good 15 minutes. It's released from the sides, but I'm still gonna go around it with a butter knife. Just to make sure none of it is hooked up, right? Then let's do it like this. Okay, I don't see anything raining underneath it. Ooh! Ooh, ooh! Ooh, ooh! Okay, I'm gonna let this cool down completely. Then when I come back, we're gonna cut it, all right? Okay, guys, it's cooled completely. If you notice, it's not falling through the cracks like the other cake. So this cake has more butter, a little bit more baking powder, a little bit less baking soda. Oh my goodness, it has a whole bunch of things different, okay? So what I want to do, let me go ahead. I'm looking at this camera here for the reels. I'm going to cut this right here. Let's take a look at the inside. Ooh, yes. That's gorgeous. Let me show it to this camera. So look what I'm going to do next though. Take the knife and we're going to cut a diagonal. Why are we cutting up this cake like this? Because we don't care about it. We're going to throw it in the trash. Another diagonal. And this footage that Joshua is doing is also for a review that I'm going to do for this knife from Amazon. Yes. Okay. So I have all these pieces. So let me show you what I'm going to do next. This is the body. And these are the wings of a butterfly. So this is a throwback to a cake that I've done at the site before. I used 7-minute frosting and I put yellow dye in it and then put it all over the cake, and then I put yellow dye in the frosting, and I'm decorating with licorice and gumdrops and all different type of candy. This type of decoration is for the undecorator, okay? I call myself the undecorator because I suck at decorating cakes, but I sure can be innovative, right? So this is a beautiful butterfly cake. I have like 5 of these cakes in my repertoire. Look at the finished product, guys. Now let's come back to today and what we're doing right now. So if you guys like what I've produced here today, go ahead and hit the like button. It's free to you and it gets us in the algorithm. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and pick up one of my many books that I'm selling at my website, barepantryshow.com. So I'm not gonna taste this cake yet because, shoot, I have to find some way to taste this cake. Let me cut off a little piece.
Why won't you come and try? This is what you like. This is the Barepantry Show.
It's sweeter than one. It has more sugar, you know? Okay. It's good.
This is the Barepantry Show.